Hello, I'm Lucy and welcome to a rather special edition of Teccles Cake. I say special because we're joined by our very first Teccles guest, Simon Brew. First, you're the first. This is Simon Brew from denofgeek.com. Hello, how are you?
I'm all right. I've got a constructive criticism of your show so far.
Shoot.
I'm sorry to butt in on that straight away. I've sat and watched a few of these and you've sat every time in front of that plate of cakes. You've never eaten one. Why have you not eaten a cake?
Because sometimes you're in the
You've
mood
got
for
cake in your title and you've got
cake.
cake. Do you want a cake?
You go for it.
You should have a cake. You're the host. You should have a cake.
You're my guest.
Should we both have a cake? Yeah, cool. Right, you talk. I'm going to sit and eat the cake.
For those who don't know, Den of Geek is, like a one-stop shop for TV, films, comics, games, books. So what we're going to do now is kind of fuse the world of entertainment and tech geekery and have a chat about games, films, and of course tech. So I want to start by first putting this cake in my mouth.
It tastes a bit off.
And spit cake at Simon. I assure
As
you
you
our
were.
cakes are not off.
As you were.
Let's have a chat about gadgets or technology that yet to kind of escape the confines of the silver screen. So gadgets that you'd love to kind of see actually be a real veritable device.
Good Lord, not a single one of them. Not a
No?
single one of them. Not a single one of them.
Hoverboards.
No.
Soft lacing trainers.
No, the thing, if there's one, because I'm very old and happily very old, but I'd go back to like the 80s and find all the really bad predictions and just, I want a computer that makes a noise every time I tap my keyboard. If I'm tapping hello, I want to have 5 random little beeps or something like that.
There's probably an app for that now.
I want the apps. Right, I want the robot from Rocky 4.
Thanks, hon.
You're welcome.
I want proper tacky stuff to come in. And instead what you've ended up with is like people have watched the movie. Too many people who design gadgets went and watched Minority Report.
Oh, yes.
Minority Report is a great film, apart from the ending, but it's a great film. But the problem with Minority Report is you had this really cool, supposedly cool user interface that no human being on earth could possibly use. Even Tom Cruise looked a bit baffled in Minority Report. Then you see that interface turning up in a Bond film.
Yeah.
Then you see it turn up in absolutely everything. I just want a
that's
gadget.
What people want. And
find me. Name me a person who wants it. Get me a list of like 10 people who genuinely want it, and then find me 10 people.
I know it's not the same, but
you just want to hit
gesture
X.
control.
You just want to shoot. You don't want to shoot people.
I love a bit of gesture control.
You like gesture control?
There's something called leap motion, so you attach
I'm
it
not
to
that
your
old. I know what leap motion is. Yeah.
Well, you might not have heard of it. I'm not talking.
You're feeding me gone off cakes, and you're being ageist.
But
trying to poison me.
It's not an age thing. You might not have heard of.
Motion control, leap control.
What about leap motion? No, something like that doesn't excite you.
It's not that it excites me. It's just I want something to work, and I want something to work in a beautifully tacky way. It's like we've got an Xbox One at home.
Simon, baby steps.
Screw baby steps. We've got an Xbox One at home, right? You've got this Connect thing on there. I just think it's great. And what do they get you to do with it? They get you to do a dancing game. It's like my kids will get me doing a dancing game. I assure you, it looks insanely erotic watching me dance. Nonetheless, it's just like I just want things where you push the buttons and they do things. As opposed to what happened when Minority Report came along is you've got this interface and everyone felt that they had to punch a screen 94 times and drag this over there and whack that over there and hit that. And it's just like, for pity's sake, you could have just hit Shift F4. And instead we've got this really gratuitous, gory kind of thing. Go back to the Jetsons. So you're too young for the Jetsons. The Jetsons was golden. Get out. The Jetsons were golden. The Jetsons, they had one button to do it. It's like one button.
One button did
everything. You press it and then you'd sit down knackered after a hard day's work. The Jetsons absolutely had it. The modern stuff where people who are doing movie special effects are trying to come up with user interfaces that were, not since Jurassic Park have you seen a user interface that looked in any way usable. Like if you freeze frame, I might have done this bit nerdy, but if you freeze frame like a Terminator film and you see like the graphic display is working, I was like, what the hell is that? You only need like one word, him, kill. That's it. That's it.
Need some additional
Sorry, what was your question? I've got no idea.
We're still talking tech, but you'd like to see, or you clearly or not like to see come to fruition.
Go for the unrealistic stuff. There's a Die Hard film. It's not a proper Die Hard film because it's the 4th one, so it's a pretend Die Hard film where you seem to be able to remote control a bomb in a hard drive. It's like that. That's where tech on film went to. Watching the stuff that's really, really bad is far more fun than anything vaguely feasible.
It's about taking something and
bad
going
Die Hard
far-fetched.
films?
No,
you're on the right lines with that Die Hard film. Did you see it? Harrier Jet at the end.
I'm a huge fan of Die Hard.
Are you?
Bruce
the
Willis.
proper ones or the rubbish ones?
The proper ones.
Right, so what do you class as the proper ones?
All of
See,
them.
all of them? No, no, no.
Oh no, I'm arguing with a film
No, let's do Die Hard. Sorry, we were supposed to talk Tech and Cake. Have another cake. Right, we're going to talk
This
Die Hard.
cake is a little bit dry for me.
Right, first, try. Your cakes, it's your show. You sort it out. Right,
I'm not on
first,
cake duty.
you know, right, first Die Hard film, bona fide classic. One of the best American films of the last, 30 years.
Yeah.
And a hard man to kill.
Die Hard 2, quite good fun, bit nasty, but okay.
Story of my life.
Third Die Hard is the last one that's a kind of pure Die Hard film, right? It's
Yeah.
the last one where you've got the character of John McClane, whether you like it or not. Die Hard 4 is like Bruce Willis
was
just
a bit
turns
silly.
in. What? Die Hard 4, by the end, he's like surfing down like
He
some
took down
weird
a
thing.
helicopter with a car or something. I can't
think it was a
remember.
Harrier jet, and it was with a lorry. It's just like,
Brilliant.
right, by the time you get to Die Hard 5, that's the one where he manages to travel to Chernobyl inside like half a minute, spray himself down, beat radiation in a second. It's like, no. Anyway, that's Die Hard. Do you want me to do any more? Jurassic Park, so we
let's
could do
move
those.
on
It's like-
from, what about creepy tech? Creepy tech in
Creepy
TV.
tech.
Yeah,
It's anything that can watch you, though, isn't it? But that's come true.
Anything AI,
it's like,
yeah.
That's the problem with sitting and watching the movies and saying, I wish that would come true. The stuff you don't want would come true. All of those like teen movies in the 90s where you had a computer spying on you, it's come true.
It's come true
It's
now,
it's
yeah.
like, well, that's just great, isn't it? Because that's what somewhere, I'm safe in the knowledge, I'm sat in the morning like writing up news stories or something like that. There's a teen hacker the other side of the world who's trying to break into the webcam to see me half naked, tapping up the casting news for like Iron Man 4 or something like that. It's not a gratifying thought. This is what happens when you aspire to unrealistic tech. Just find stuff that works. Go back to the Jetsons. Go back to the purity of the Jetsons. Press one button, sit down, watch some telly, come back tomorrow and do it again.
One soft-boiled egg. Thanks, Mom.
I'm the wrong guest for this programme, aren't I? So,
Well, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Bring back Jetsons.
bring back the
technology. One
Jetsons.
button
They are
does
bringing
all.
back the Jetsons.
Oh,
They
yeah?
are. Yeah, they're doing a new Jetsons film.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Well, that's
so
gonna
that's
be
more like it.
amazing.
And then you,
so
of
you're
course, have
excited
the-
about that?
Yeah, yeah.
But what happens if everything isn't dealt with one button? Because it's going to be a pretty techie.
No, we could stretch to 2. I mean, I'm flexible. I mean, crikey. It's like, I could go to 5 at the moment. I got a new phone last week. I'm trying to send a text message to someone. I seem to have hit like 90 buttons, reprogrammed the thing. It's like you buy a game off Xbox Live now. You could have learnt machine code by the time it actually gets to some kind of playable thing. This is where tech's ended up. I love tech. Tech has made lots of things in life much easier. So, I wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for
Absolutely.
tech. So fair enough. I wouldn't have had that gone off cake if it
not
wasn't for
gone
cake.
off.
I wouldn't be sat in your entirely convincing bedroom set if it wasn't for like for tech.
Luke's
Luke's basement. Sorry. Does he know? It's like, right. But I just think there's no harm in putting some kind of measure on it. Rocky 4. Go off. If you need a bit of homework, go off and watch Rocky 4. See the robot in that. Once tech designers can understand the purity, the beauty of Rocky 4, we'll be in a far better place.
Well, you heard it straight from Simon's mouth. Go and check out Rocky 4. Tell us what you think in the comments. I'd love to know what you think, actually.
You're not
Obviously,
inviting me back, are you?
Simon doesn't want any tech to kind of
That's
make
not
it
what
into
I
the
said.
future.
That's not what I said. You like the
A lot
4th and
of-
5th Die Hard films. It's like, your opinion's
But what technology, what gadgets would you like to see kind of make it into the real world from a sci-fi or kind of tech-flavoured movie? Let us know in the comments. And as ever, don't forget to hit subscribe. Simon, it's been an absolute
I will
pleasure.
never be back
Thank
again.
you for joining me on the Teccles sofa.
It's been an honour.
See you later.
Ta-ra.